Terry Fossum here once again with excerpts from the Blow the Bolts audio series, this continuation, right now about self-doubt. Let me ask you this. Do you have any self-doubts at all? Maybe they're rooted from something in your past. Maybe something happened to you. Or maybe it didn't happen to you. Maybe you don't come from money. Maybe you're not very successful. Maybe you don't come from a great family. You're from the wrong side of the tracks. You don't have an education. All these other things can cause self-doubts. Maybe there's something going on right now. Maybe something small, maybe something big. But the question that wells up in our head, why would anybody listen to me? There's all these amazing people out there. Why would they listen to me? Let me tell you a story. Did you know that Vincent van Gogh was a complete and total failure as a painter? Complete failure. Listen, he sold less than a handful of paintings in his entire lifetime. Can you believe that? Vincent van Gogh sold less than a handful of paintings in his entire lifetime. Can you imagine? Man, he must have felt like a complete failure. Nobody wanted to buy his stuff. But here's the interesting thing. He may not have believed in himself. He might not have. But he believed in his work. And even though no one else in the entire world believed in it, he kept painting and kept painting and kept painting, because it's not about what other people think. It's about what you think. It's not about what other people tell you. It's about what you tell yourself. Now, every single one of Van Gogh's paintings that were looked down as worthless are priceless. And so are you. And so are your ideas, if you act on them. He may have said it best of all when he said, this is Vincent van Gogh said this, when he's feeling like a failure, okay? But what he said is, if you hear a voice within you say that you cannot paint, then by all means, paint, and the voice will be silenced. Listen, if you hear a voice in your head that says sing, then sing. If it says to dance, then dance. If it says to start a business, start a business. If it says to sell a product or a service that you believe in, share it. If it says write a book, then by all means, write a book. Because when you do, when you actually do it, that voice that says you can't will be silenced. Listen, and this is very important for you to hear. Everyone suffers self-doubts at one time or another. Everyone, including me. I've always said I'll be completely honest with you, so here I go. As I am recording this, as I'm doing it, I'm having huge self-doubts. I really am. Why would anybody listen to me? You know my story. I was raised in the poorest city in the entire United States of America, surrounded by gangs and drugs, wrong end of an assault rifle in junior high in my own back alley. My father was killed when I was in high school. Before he died, one of the neighbors came up and said, I just want to make sure you understand something. Not a single one of your boys will ever grow up to be anything. You know why he said that? Probably for good reason. I don't know. You think I'm having self-doubts? Of course I am. We all do. So you've got to ask yourself, if I'm having that much self-doubt, then why am I doing this? Why am I recording this? Why am I pressing on? Why am I putting this out to the world? Why are you seeing it right now? Get this, because hopefully this is going to be huge for you. Because I believe in the message. It's not about me. I don't know if I believe in myself or not. Depends on the minute, right? But I believe in my message completely. I believe it with all of my heart that the message contained in these recordings is extremely important. I believe it can help people. I believe there are people out there that need to hear what I'm saying right now. They need to hear what I'm saying in that Blow the Bolts audio series to find out what's been holding them back. I strongly believe, I honestly believe there's millions and millions of people out there that could have a better, more fulfilled life if they heard and acted on this stuff that I'm putting out. I really believe it can help people. Will they listen to it? Only so much I can do to make that happen. But I have to try. I have to sing. So what's the fourth and final step that gets me past my own self-doubts? My complete belief in my cause. And what will help you get over your self-doubts? Your belief in your cause. Whatever it is. If you're focused on your cause, it's no longer will people listen to me, but rather people need to hear this, right? Does that make sense? It's not, they may not like the way I sing, but rather I want to touch people with my song. It's not, I don't have the best past. It's about I do have the best future because I have power over that. Hey, I may not be the brightest bulb in the chandelier, but this idea, it's a light bulb. It's a good one. It goes from I don't know anything about business to I have something that can help people. And that is a whole different way of coming about things. It takes us out of the equation. It's not about you. It's about your cause. You know what I mean? Now, not to be mean, but listen, if you're still having trouble with this, get over yourself. Get over yourself. Make it less about you and more about what you want to accomplish. Maybe you don't feel that you're good enough, but what you want to accomplish is. You know, I talked in an early recording about Abraham Lincoln. He entered the war as a captain, an officer, and he was demoted to a mere private. He failed at business and went bankrupt more than once. He failed at politics several times. He may have had self-doubts about himself, but he believed strongly, greatly in his cause, and that belief in his cause outweighed the lack of belief in himself. So he pushed on. Thank God he did. He literally changed the world. Why? Because he believed in his cause. So let's bring it home to you, because that's what this is all about. What is it that you want to accomplish? What is it you believe in? What is it you feel a need inside of you to get out there? Let me ask you, is it worth doing? Is it? Does it mean anything? Is it worth working for? Whatever it is, do you believe in it? That's what matters. Do you believe in your cause? If you have a business, let's talk about that. What difference will doubling that business make in people's lives, in your customers' lives, your employees, your own family's life? Would it make a difference? If you double your sales, what difference will it make in someone's world? If you have a cause that you're working toward, do you believe in that cause strongly enough to get out of your own way, to focus on the cause and change some people's lives? If you want to have a successful relationship, do better in a career, whatever it is it important enough to leave your baggage in your past where it belongs so it doesn't weigh you down any longer? That baggage is those self-doubts. It's time to let go of them. Is it important enough to go, you know what? It's not about me. It's not about those things that happened in my past and the way they made me feel, or maybe the way they still make me feel. It's about a future where this David beats the Goliaths of the world, where it may seem like I have a lot that would hold me back, but there's a lot more pushing me forward. There are people who had a lot more against them than I have, and they made it happen anyway. So I'm going to stop focusing on my past weaknesses. I'm going to focus on my strengths. If people try to pull me down, I will leave them behind in my dust because I believe in my mission. And I will focus on that mission because whether or not I believe in myself, I believe in my mission, I believe in my cause. And because of that belief, I will find the strength to make it happen. So in conclusion, I understand completely that you have self-limiting beliefs that have held you back in the past. Guess what? I have too. And a lot of other people in the world have too. People who are able to get past them and make a difference in the world. You're not alone. And the history books are full of role models who have proven to us that it can be done. Focus on why what you want to accomplish is important and can help people. And for God's sake, sing.